Hey everybody, we are at the EcoTarium, formerly known as the Worcester Science Center way back in 1982. And we're here with Noreen Johnson-Smith. And Noreen, you just opened that time capsule that we looked at, put together by a group of members from the Worcester Lions Club. Any surprises?
Well, we were surprised and not surprised that water had entered the time capsule. So as every builder knows, that's the big challenge, is keeping out the water. So the documentation that was in the time capsule did get wet, but it will dry, and there were some wonderful surprises inside. We had a letter from President Ronald Reagan to the Worcester Host Lions Club at the time. So when that dries out, we'll be able to open that and see what President Reagan had intended. There's a wonderful series of documents from the Lions Club meetings and gatherings over the years. There are menus from area restaurants.
Probably a lot that are no longer with us.
Several that are no longer with us.
Well, over 40 years, that's a long period of time for a restaurant to survive,
That
right?
is a long time. That is a long time. And then there's a pair of spectacles from an optometrist, which is one of the Lions Club's
Big
passions
things.
and philanthropies, is vision care.
Yeah, exactly.
And so there is an old-fashioned set of spectacles from a local optometrist in there. There's a bell, a ceremonial bell that you strike with the International Lions Club symbol, and all of the names of the individuals who were involved at the time carefully etched in the side of the bell. And then we did have family members here today whose parents participated in putting items into the time capsule and who had letters for their children. So there was one woman who, for whom it was particularly meaningful. Her father had passed 20 years ago, and there were letters and items in the time capsule for her. So
Was there a will?
No will.
No will involved.
No will. There was a little bag of money.
You know, it's interesting, over 40 years, depending upon what cycle in your life you're in. You could be in your 60s when you plant that time capsule. 40 years later, chances are not being around. But there are probably some people whose names are down in that time capsule that are still with us today.
Still here today. And we had several of them here helping to open the time capsule.
And everybody had a little story.
Everyone had a story. Everyone had a story. So,
and I understand that the spot that we're standing in right now wasn't even constructed yet. Is that correct?
Well, they built it at the time they put in the time capsule. So in 1982, the Lions Club made donations to the Worcester Science Center and actually built this bowstring equatorial sundial. So this sundial accurately keeps
that's right,
time.
the sundial.
Yeah, this sundial accurately keeps time, and it's an interesting design. When it's a nice sunny day, which today is not, you put your finger on the center of the bowstring, and it will show you the exact time of day on the sundial. So it's highly accurate, and 40 years later, still working.
Right.
So right beneath it, they buried the time capsule.
And there it is.
There it is.
There it is. It was taken out and drying out, so we'll watch for further updates on that if we come back. You don't mind if we take a look at them then?
Love to have you back, yes.
Okay. In the meantime, for people that want to visit the EcoTarium that haven't in a while, give us a little bit about your hours and when it's open.
Yes, we're open daily from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. except for Mondays. We are here on Mondays working behind the scenes to get the place ready, and then Tuesday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. What we're doing in the evening, afternoon hours, so when it gets a little dark out, we're closing the outside grounds at 4 and inviting everyone up here to the Sundial Plaza to do stargazing.
There you go.
So we have telescopes up here, and it's a wonderful time. I saw the 3 moons of Jupiter the other day. So
one of Worcester's treasures.
it is. It absolutely is.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.